I've always been kind of drawn towards driving anything, whether it's 2 wheels, 4 wheels. I got my first dirt bike when I was 2 years old, so I've always been drawn to operating stuff and driving things. So yeah, first dirt bike when I was 2, snowmobile when I was 2, got into racing go-karts when I was 7. Always been involved in motorsports and driving. So I moved up into racing cars when I was around 15, and even then I was starting to drive around the haulers and trucks and trailers, and just anything I could really drive I always just loved doing. So as soon as I decided to go get my AZ and drive for a living, it's kind of like a match made in heaven. I don't mind the long days. It's kind of peaceful. I enjoy driving and being behind the wheel. So when I started at FLOATR about a year ago, it was all of our hotshots were Rams, so that's primarily what I started in, and then worked for about 7 months or so, and I ended up taking some time off, headed out to California for a little while, but ended up coming back, and Joe had added a couple of Fords to the fleet, so that's what we're in now, and so far so good. I don't see much of a difference between the two of them. They both pull really nice. They're both pretty good on fuel, considering some of the weight we end up pulling around. The one thing I did like about the 5500 that I was in, it had the extra tank on the back, so I could get to Ottawa and back on one tank, and it was made for a quick day of no stopping and just point A to point B. I think the Ford might have a little more power, bottom end, just getting away from a red light and getting your load moving, but both of them ride pretty well the same down the highway. I've driven Chevys before. I think Chevys have a little less towing capacity than the both of them. So I think a mixture of the Fords and the Rams are good.